Now, I don't know if I told you this, but I really hate the wheels my MR2 came with. I mean, just look at them. They're wrong for the car. They aren't period correct. They have this boring, generic shape, and they're made by a no-name company, which is called LM Technik or something. Apparently it's from Germany, and if you Google LM Technik, you're only going to see these wheels, and they're going to be mounted on Gopnik BMWs. They're pretty nasty. And also they're really heavy. I mean, I dislike them so much that I use them to make a makeshift table for my tools. See? See, this is what I use the wheels for. So obviously I have been looking for different wheels for a long time. My initial idea was to get, of course, some period correct, retro, super cool JDM wheels. Like some of these, you've probably seen these many times on cars like my 87 MR2. Unfortunately, I am in Europe, and these wheels are pretty much non-existent in Europe. When they pop up, they sell for obscene amounts of money, and importing them from Japan, Australia, the United States costs a horrible amount of money because, of course, wheels are heavy and shipping ends up costing more than the wheels. And then you have to pay customs, and then you have to pay some other taxes and crap, and it all stops making sense. So I gave up on JDM wheels. But I did manage to find something that's cool, period correct, made by a good brand of wheels, and yeah, that's the good stuff. Let me show them to you. Bam! First things first, these are not BBS wheels. Apparently, the previous owner of these wheels wanted BBS wheels really badly, so he stuck this on right here. They're not BBS, but they're still really cool. I'll remove this and I'll show you what they actually are. Now, wait a second. Wait a second, bear with me. Do not click away from the video. I swear I prepared the tool for the video, put it here so I can remove this, and then it's gone. By the way, this is my life. Putting tools in random places and then looking for them. This is what I do like 90% of the time in the garage. Come on, please! Doesn't matter, I can find it. I found this, it should work. No, it doesn't. God. You're still here? Good. Let's try this. And yes, it works. Okay, now I have stage fright because you waited so long. So, these are not BBS, but they are made by a company. Let's roll this around so I can zoom it in and show you. They're made by a company called Intra. Now, Intra is also a German company. Let me see if you can see that. See, you can actually read it right there. Now, Intra is a German wheel company, and you might know some of their really famous wheel designs because they made quite a few pretty famous wheel designs, and they made a lot of really cool wheels for Mercedes. What they also did make, according to my online research, is that they made these wheels, which are one of the original dealer options for the AE86. I mean, how cool is that? So they are retro, they look good, they're 15-inch, and they're also the right offset for my MR2. Their offset is 38. So let's pause 38. Now, the old wheels, the LM Technik thing, their actually offset is 20, which is kind of okay, you can make it work, but they will rub occasionally according to all the MR2 forums. In my case, I didn't drive the car that much, but they didn't rub. Anyways, these are the correct offset, which should provide for proper suspension behavior and make the car handle better actually. What else? So, as I said, period correct. How do I know they're period correct? Well, let me show you that cool thing. Let's see if we can zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And I'm gonna need to turn them again, sorry. Yeah. So you might be able to read that. I'm actually gonna take the camera off. Bear with me. And there you go. They're made in a country that doesn't exist anymore. They're made in West Germany, a country that's gone with the Cold War. Now, what's really cool is that my MR2 was originally delivered and sold also in West Germany. So how do I know my car was also delivered and sold in West Germany? Was because of this. See, you can read it. It says Zündpunkteinstellung, flachen, glachen, machen, scharfen, and so on and so forth. It's all in German right there on the engine lid of my MR2. So my MR2 is from 87. This is from West Germany. That means they're pretty much, you know, in the same period, and they might have even met each other while these wheels and this car were very, very young. So, we put that back. Let me kill the flashlight. So as you can see, this video isn't very much edited, and I don't want to edit it. I wanted to make it spontaneous. I want to experiment. If it sucks, let me know. So more cool stuff about these wheels. They're actually lighter than the horrible LM Technik thing. And you know, they're older, but they're lighter. I mean, that tells you a lot about what a reputable company can make and what a no-name brand is going to make. More cool stuff. These are actually, this is their original paint. They were never restored. I really hate to see nice old wheels restored by people who take like half a ton of paint and then splatter it on there, and then you can't even read anything. All the letters look like they're covered in, you know, some sort of goop, and it's really ugly. This is the original paint, and the only part of this wheel that's actually painted is this. This is actually bare aluminum, so they might polish up really nicely. More interesting stuff, there was something else. Yes, they have all of the four wheels have these little covers. The owner, as I said, replaced this with BBS. There was a nice black intra tank here, and I didn't even tell you how the wheels are called. These are called Gutmann. That's the name of the wheels. It had to be German, so yeah, I'll have to deal with that. They aren't called something cool Japanese like Watanabe. They're called Gutmann, which sounds like a big fat guy in lederhosen drinking beer. Anyway, never mind. I'm willing to pay that price. I have actually all of these, and I do have a question for you. I actually stay there. I actually prefer the wheels without these, and I want to mount them on the car without these things, and I want to get some, you know, this is going to be very cliche, but some big, you know, extended lug nuts, like maybe red color, you know, there to put them on the car. So I want to hear your opinions without this or with this. Let's see how they look on the car. Again, no editing. You're going to see me moving the camera around, and it's all going to be boring. And this video is probably going to be 7 hours long. So lowering the camera right now. Stay with me. I think this is a good angle. A sufficiently good angle. So let's get the wheels, and here we have without the center thing. So make a mental picture and do not click away, stay there, stay. The bolt is in and I'm done. This was Formula One pit stop speed. So with the center thing, what do you think? Comment section down there. I want to hear your opinion. And it will influence my final decision. So more stuff about the wheels. Now this video isn't going to be just me. So I killed the video there, sorry. I pressed the wrong button on the camera. So more stuff about the wheels. Now, as I said, as I was going to say before I killed the camera, this video isn't going to be just me talking about the wheels. We're actually going to do a bit of work today. We're going to clean them up, we're going to polish them a bit, and we're going to give them a bit of wax. Now, I'm really not much of a detailer. I mean, I fully appreciate people who have the patience to do an awesome detailing job, but I usually prefer to spend my time on functional mods to the car, so I'm not very patient and I might not do a really good job, but I do want to freshen up these wheels. I originally thought about painting them, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep them original, and today we're just going to give them a bit of a freshen up. Now the first thing we're going to do is we are going to remove these bolts. So these fake two-piece wheel bolts, because these are not two-piece wheels, they're one-piece wheels. One piece. These are one-piece wheels, and the previous owner of the wheels did another stupid thing, is that he actually painted them, come on, focus, painted them in a gold color. So this is what I'm talking about when I say a poor restoration job. I mean, you can see there's so much paint on here that you cannot actually read the markings on the bolt anymore. See, this one's even worse. It looks like he basically gave them a bath of paint. So we're going to remove these and we're going to get rid of the paint and get the wheels back their original glory. Also, we're going to make these bolts black, and I'm going to show you a cool little way how to make them black, permanently black, without painting them. So let's get our hands dirty and let's do some work. So now that the little wheel bolts have been stripped of their ugly gold color, I'm going to make them black again, and I'm also going to make them permanently rust-proof, but I won't be painting them. How am I going to do that? Well, of course, with this magical product. Now, what is this? It's actually a rust remover, and a rust remover made in Slovenia, so good luck finding that wherever you live. Now, through accident, I have discovered that this thing is really good. First of all, it's a good, pretty strong rust remover, smells kind of weird, but when you leave metal things soaked in it for a couple of days, it makes them blackish, like a nice black hue, not a full black, but also it makes them really, really rust-proof. So, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to open this. It has a child-proof cap that almost stopped me. So we're going to soak these bad boys. Soaky, 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 soaky. There we go. So it starts to fizz a bit. And I'm going to leave them in there for, let's say, 3 days. While they soak in there, we're going to go back and work on the wheels. And for the wheels, I have this. Now this is supposed to be a super awesome, fantastic wheel cleaner, which promises to clean any sort of dirt or crap or anything. You just spray it on, you leave it for 3 to 4 minutes, it goes red, and then you wash it away. It's acid-free and it's safe on painted surfaces. So let's see if it works. So it's extreme and full effect. It's got to work. So as you can probably see, the wheels look a lot nicer after being cleaned up. The product is okay, the extreme wheel cleaner is okay, but honestly I haven't seen anything that justifies, the word extreme. It works just as well as any decent degreaser, but it's a lot more expensive than that. So from my little experience, this one little example, I don't think it's really worth it. It might be great for someone, for me, not really what I was looking for today. Now I'm going to polish the wheels up a bit. I'm going to work especially on this part here, which has a lot of oxidation, which is annoying me. I will need to sand that. And this part right here has a lot of scratches and dings that need to go away to make the wheels look better. Now, I do not expect any sort of miracles because I'm not going to invest too much time into this. Wheel aesthetics aren't my priority right now. My priority is to have the car on its own 4 wheels instead of wood blocks. So let's see what we can do with a little bit of time and a little bit of polish. Bam! Now, I'm a DIY kind of person and I like to do everything myself, but sometimes it's just better to get someone else and pay them to do the job. I mean, this still isn't definitely the show car level of finish and shininess you could get on a wheel, but these wheels have a lot of pretty big scratches, and making them super shiny will take a lot more time and a lot more money. So this was a one-day job and I kept rushing the polishing guy, to get it done as ASAP so I could, upload a video today. But I'm pretty happy with them. They look a lot better than they did. They're shiny. This nastiness in this ring here is gone. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the wheels. No, it isn't. I haven't forgotten about the bolts. Wait. behold, the bolts have now turned into the nastiest goop you have ever seen. I don't know if the camera can capture this. There we go. Look at that nasty goop. Let me get a glove because I'm not touching this with my hands. So, used glove from yesterday. So, nasty goop. But once you poke around a bit and get some paper to clean them up a bit, you will see the miracle. Wait, not yet. They need to be cleaner. So as you can see, this is turning out to be a horribly useless video. My bolt blackening experiment with the Slovenian rust remover was a massive failure this time. Some of the bolts went kind of black and they're nice and it looks good, while others have acquired this huge layer of disgusting things on them and you need to wire wheel it off, and when you wire wheel it off you still have a, just a clean bolt, which is something I had at the beginning when I used my wire wheel to remove the gold paint. So this shows you, this goes to show you that you should not repeat everything morons with a YouTube channel decide to do. So do not try to find the Slovenian rust thing. Do not put it on your bolts in hopes of them getting black. It's not going to work. I'm not going to waste any more time on a bunch of bolts. I'm just going to put this away somewhere in case I need a lot of bolts with a horrible layer of disgustingness on them. I'll just buy some nice bolts, black ones that are already black, put them on the wheels, and that's pretty much it. All I have done after the wheels have been polished is that I waxed them a bit because now I'm putting them into storage and they're waiting for the car to be ready, because this is the priority. I now feel like I have been wasting time with this whole wheel thing. This could have been done, at a much later stage. This is not the time for wheels. So what I did is enough. The wheels can wait. We're focusing back on more important things. Something else? Yes, I want to say something else. This channel is actually, by some sort of miracle, nearing the figure of 30,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool, I have to say, and I am very grateful to all of you for helping me achieve that number, because without all of you, all of this would be pretty much, it wouldn't be the same and it wouldn't be as fun. So what I'm going to do is, I think it's finally time that I said thank you, and then I said thank you properly. So very soon, stay tuned for that. Very soon there will be a massive giveaway of things on this channel, and it will be mostly MR2 and 4AG things, useful for anyone building, these engines and these cars. So stay tuned for that. I will announce it. It is happening before we hit the 30,000 subscriber mark, which should be in a few weeks, I hope. So that will be done before we do that, and it will be a huge giveaway of parts. So stay tuned. That's enough for today. I don't like this video, but it's Sunday and I should publish something, so I'm publishing it, and I should publish it because this is the reality of how it is doing things with your car. Sometimes it just isn't quite right and you do not end up being happy. So on that note, it's time to end today's video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon with more fun, useful, and better than this stuff on the D4A channel.